Today's deck was built around widespread thieving. This card is an enchantment card that allows us to generate a treasure every single time we cast a multicolored spell, which is really good for us because aside from 2 cards, this entire deck is composed of multicolored spells. Very cheap, affordable interactive spells that allow us to not only deal damage to our opponent's creatures, kill them outright, but draw cards as well. This deck also has Galazeth Prismari in it, which is going to allow us to use those treasures more efficiently because we're not going to have to sacrifice them to cast our spells, which is going to allow us to go to our end game, which is to go over the top really big with Magma Opus, as well as to take extra turns with things like Alchemist Gambit. This deck is fantastic. It's a lot of fun and it generates a lot of shenanigans. But if you guys want the full deck breakdown, stick around to the end of the video for that. There will be a full deck breakdown as well as an analysis at the very end of this video. If you guys want though, there is a deck list in the links in the description below. If you want to go down there and click that, you can find it there. But if you guys enjoy content just like this, or you find any value in today's video, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button as well as the subscribe button, it goes a very long way and it's a free way to help support the channel. With that being said, enjoy the games, guys. Peace. All right, we have a very interesting 4-color deck for you guys today. I don't know if we can really call it 4 colors though. We're running white just to splash in some Void Rends in this deck because we needed a bit more removal from what I've noticed. But this deck should be a lot of fun, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I think we're gonna do really well with it. Pretty good, interesting starting hand here. We've got the iteration to get us back into the game, seeing we have to take this mulligan. All right, that's fine. We'll take that in case this is aggressive, which Naya typically is. Are we looking at runes though, or are we looking at some sort of other deck? Looks like maybe some sort of modification type of a deck. But yeah, we're running Void Rend in this deck, and we run plenty of ways to make treasures. So I'm hoping that we can find a way to make those treasures, so we can get the Void Rend in play sometimes, because it's going to be pretty important because we ran into a few different decks that we just could not figure out or handle, and it typically ended up being those decks where the creatures were so big, like you know, mono green got to some bigger plays. We ran into a reanimator deck that went into some really big spells, so we really need to figure that out. And so I thought adding in some removal would be nice, and I thought Void Rend would be an amazing card because it can pretty much kill anything, and it fits in with the multicolored stuff. So all right, so they're gonna take one of my Shadow's Verdicts. Not that big a deal. Not that big a deal. Oh, okay, they're gonna leave me with the Shadow's Verdict. That's a very interesting choice. All right, they're gonna get a little bit more damage in here, but it's totally fine. Oh, that was smart. I didn't even think of that. They know they're gonna get hit with the Shadow's Verdict here, so they're gonna go ahead and just swing off. Makes sense. Makes sense. We're doing okay though. We're doing okay. Let's go and just verdict the board. Start fresh. Opponents now working from behind, and we know they have haste, so we're gonna lead back the Prismari command to make some blocks because we are at 6, which is not good. Gonna need to figure out how to get the Maestro's Charm in and get some value out of it. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. They hit the old Shadow's Verdict there. I do have Void Rend though, so I'm gonna go with this play here. I'm gonna just set up for the next turn or two. Let's grab this, put this back, and let's get another land. And just hold back the blockers. They're gonna swing in, probably trying to give a 1/1 counter to the Elite Spellbinder. I'll just Void Rend it and kill it. Also, the Rend could kill the actual Ranger class too, which is nice. Shoot, I'm gonna have to kill that instead, aren't I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill that instead. That is unfortunate because the Shadow's Verdict can't hit that. Well, they had quite the hand to start this game off. Let's see if we can close this out safely here without dying. I think I'm gonna play this out and then Void Rend the Elite spell, the Ranger class, and then I will make a block. So I'll block the Spellbinder, even though it's gonna get the 1/1 counter. I'll make that trade with Galazeth Prismari. It's all good. I want them to expend their mana on that, and then we blow it up. We get a treasure. So now there's no card advantage for them as far as a Ranger class goes. They're not playing off the top of their deck. And I'm happily going to make this block and trade Prismari with the Spellbinder. Obviously, we kind of have to. And they're down to 2 cards in hand. So I feel pretty good about that, if I'm being honest. Gonna get down Will. Cost a lot, but you know what? We're going to get 2 cards. I think it's pretty important. And I mean, we're only 1 turn away from absolute death, by the way. Just need something with haste here. That's not haste, thank God. We're still good. We're still alive. We're still alive. Gonna need to grab some life gain off this Maestro's Charm for sure. All right, that's a 3-mana creature though, so it is what it is. Let's go with the Verdict and just, I mean, let's, again, we kind of got to hope they don't top deck a haste creature. That's pretty much it. If we can avoid that, we're fine. Nice, we're good. We're good to go. Good to go.
Now let's put you on ice.
All right, we're gonna go here. Galazeth seems fine. Spit out 2 treasures. Let's gain 6 life. That way we get back into this game. We spit out 2 more treasures. And that way we don't have to worry too much about their haste now. We're fine. We're chilling. We're chilling like a villain. We should be able to close this game out now. There it is. There's the GGs. They took us down pretty low there, though. That was pretty scary. Voidrend did actually make an appearance, and it came in pretty clutch. So I really enjoyed that. This is one of those decks I feel like I probably should slow down here because I can already feel the pressure of misplays maybe happening down the road. There's so many lines we can take with this deck. It's not even funny. It's one of those decks we got to be very, very careful. So I might slow up my gameplay style a little bit. I get to go first. Gosh, this is a make or break play right here. Because if we hit a land, we're golden. If we don't hit a land, we're tough out of luck. I'm going to go for it because, again, we hit that land, we are gold. There's also 2 drops we can hit that could help a lot too. All right, wish me luck. Wish me luck. No turn 2 play, that's nice. And of course we draw the 2 drop I can't play. Unreal. Unreal. That is a troll if I've ever seen one. And they get an elite spellbinder. What are they going to take here? Because we've got plenty of options to kill their things. So I'd be interested to see what they take. They're probably going to take the Verdict because it's the most value. Oh, okay, that's fine. I think they thought I could play that now, but I can't. So no problems here. Let's go with black because we need another black for Shadow's Verdict. And yeah, let's go Prismari Command and draw some extra cards here. Kill the Elite Spellbinder. Don't allow them to attack though because the Hopeful Initiate will get bigger. Can't allow that. I will not allow. We also have to be worried about the Initiate because it can destroy artifacts and enchantments, which we cannot have that happening either. Well, we essentially took 1 turn off, and somehow I still feel like we're pretty, like, we might be into this game a little bit. Okay, we can't allow them to attack. We know this. I am going to go for the draw 2, discard 2 situation. Need blue, red. Blue or red, blue or red. Probably red. Which means discard the blue. Not very bright there, son. All right, that's a problem. That is a problem indeed, but it is a problem we can take care of as well with the Maestro's Charm, which they know about. We're doing okay, man. We're doing okay. I am a little bit afraid of the fact that they have that Cave of the Frost Dragon to attack with later. Could be a problem. So let's do this now before this gets down because it's gonna make me have to pay more. This is a very problematic shield that does some really annoying stuff. Let's go red. And let's start generating some of these treasures. We really need these treasures to go. And what do we want to play for free? Prismari Command seems good because we can blow up the shield. All right, Redain. That makes my things way more expensive. Kind of annoying. All right, Maestro's Charm seems fine here. Blow up the Redain. I mean, they are literally trying to take it all the way with just a simple hopeful initiate, but it's not gonna be enough, unfortunately. They are gonna get that though. That feels pretty bad. Could have really used the old Prismari Command under there. At least we get back a token, which we can get some value out of when we Shadows the Verdict. All right, they portable hole. That's fine. I guess we void rend this now. All right, we're out of juice now though. We've run out of juice. We do have Siphon Insight. It's pretty helpful. All right, let's play this out. Magma Opus is kind of nice. Let's hope we can get there though. I guess if we steal one of their planes here, we can. Oh well, it's gonna be after the fact, so never mind. All right, looks like they're gonna get aggressive with their cave. Maybe. Do they have enough mana for that? I hate highlighting the cave and rereading how much mana it costs and things like that, because if I highlight it, it just gives them ideas. I don't want to give them ideas because I hate that they can see when I highlight or hover over cards. I don't want them to know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because if I look at it, it might make them go, oh yeah, I've got that, don't I? I might be, you know, overthinking it a little bit, but it is what it is. Wandering Emperor. Okay, so they can blow up my thieving here now. Ugh. I hope that doesn't happen though. I'll highlight. No, yeah, they need 5 mana.
Remember your training.
Oh, they don't have enough mana though. This is good. I get 2 treasures. I can use those 2 treasures to cast the Insight. I also have a good blocker. Seems good. I'll take that. Not the most ideal creature to grab, especially because I'm sure all their stuff is very cheap, but at least I get a blocker out of this deal, and hopefully we'll cross our fingers. We can get the widespread thieving to go off. That'd be great. All right, they are investing all their mana. They are investing all of their mana. They're trying to go for one big move here, which is, I don't think is the play, if I'm being honest. I have a Shadow's Verdict after all.
I have got new moves to teach you.
All right. So, how do we get through this? I think we Shadow's Verdict. Gives me another treasure. I could get. This is tough. This is tough. I don't know what to do here, guys. I don't know what to do here. I could Siphon Insight at instant speed to then trigger the Magma Opus. That could be interesting. Let's do that. Let's do that. This might actually be really good. There's a chance this could be really, really good here. I hope I made the right move. I think I did. Oh, nope, you didn't. You didn't make the right move. Oh, you dum-dum. All right, let's go here. I was supposed to tap these 2 creatures down. so that's unfortunate. Let's see if we can get out of here. I was supposed to not allow that attack to happen. All right, let's blow you up. And then go to you with the additional damage. And then we'll tap you and you. We get the 4/4, which can block. These are going to go down in power.
I never give up.
Right? We get you. I did just draw a Void Rend, though. That's very, very helpful. My goodness, is that helpful. All right. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do it on here. Let's do this on here. We'll get the 1 treasure. All right, so this worked out really nicely, but it shouldn't have. I should have done that prior to combat. Both of these creatures wouldn't even be attacking in right now. I was so focused on the fact that I thought they were going to activate their cave on this turn, and I was so fixated on the fact that I was like, yeah, they're definitely going to do that, and they didn't, and they just went right to the attack steps. I was like, oh, okay, and clicked forward. I should have slowed down. That was one of those moments I was talking about. All right. Let's take a look at their hand. Let's get a different card here. Not bad, not bad. Play you out. I may have to Shadow's Verdict this board though at some point, which I don't want to do. But I do feel like I kind of have to. All right, so I can block the 2/2 with the 1/2 Hopeful Initiate. I can block the cave up top with the Spellbinder. The Wandering Emperor has now been dealt with. Let's end our turn. We're not in a good spot by any means. If I had a way to answer the cave, I'd feel a lot better, but they didn't play it out the turn I thought they would. All right, they're doing a full send situation here. This would be a really good attack for them still. Yeah, that's a really good attack. Gonna verdict the board here. Ah, ha, ha. I don't have to verdict the board. Let's go. Okay. Not yet. Actually, I can still do it, but I'm not gonna do it yet. Not yet, not yet. Let's go here. No attacks. All right, now we've got a really good verdict, and Galazeth Prismari will be left over as a blocker for the cave, which feels great. Because the cave is a 3/4 as well. Okay, we're dead. Just kidding. Unbelievable. They just top decked the absolute nuts. You love to see that. You love to see that. What is my luck, huh? Well, we're definitely gonna need this card. Normally that would be a really good draw, but it's not today. Let's go. Finally. Okay, something very useful. Let's go.
Just take a moment and cool off.
All right, let's get some damage in. Really wish I had a galvanic iteration here, but unfortunately we don't. We'll just take the extra turn though. Not like that's bad. Let's draw 2 more cards. Let's draw 2 more cards. Come on, Will. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 shy of being able to cast it. Okay. Okay. We're not dead, though. That's the thing, right? We're not dead, though. So if I think the verdict is the play here. We're gonna verdict this board, because if they activate the high or the cave, we're not dead. We don't have enough mana to cast the Magma Opus. Good chance though that they play the Adeline in place of cracking the cave. Okay, nope, they just go straight cave. That's fine. And then if they go cave again, I'll just Magma Opus it next turn, and we should be good. Oh my god, talk about getting out of here at the skin of your teeth, huh?
You need to slow down.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't think there's any ways they can deal damage to me. They are mono white, so there's no real way that they can actually like deal damage to my face or burn me. So we're in a good spot here. They're debating on whether or not to play out another. Okay. Why do they keep playing around my stuff so well though? I would really have loved to have blown up the cave here, but this will at least get me 2 more cards and another crack at it, right? Wait, hold on. If I go 4 to the face, I can actually kill them here. Oh, I almost missed lethal here, guys. I almost missed lethal here. Let's go! That was close. That was close. I almost blew up the Adeline, but that was not the play. Let me tell you, that was not the play. Oh my gosh. GG's, baby. Let's go. See what happens when you take a little bit more time to think about stuff. I almost went through with that. GG. All right, man. That was a nail biter. That was a nice little nail biter we had there. Jeez, man. That was crazy. That was crazy. All right, what do we got here? Opponent goes first. Ugh. You got to give me this hand. This is one of those hands, man, where it's like this can get us to this very fast, but it depends on our top decks. Our top decks would have to be very, very good. This is a little bit better. Yeah, probably. It's probably the move. If I get this down on 3, this down on 4, we have so much mana to work with. It's actually one of my best 1-2 kind of punches here. Maestro's Charm. I don't know how helpful it's going to be. It looks like we have blue in our opponent's deck, which means there could be, could be control. All right, they're an Izzet deck. No turn 2 plays. Might as well play that out. All right, opponent's on an Izzet deck. I am scared of an Izzet deck, I'm not gonna lie. Not too sure if we're super prepared for an Izzet deck. All right, let's go with the thieving. Hopefully we find something good. Not really. I guess we'll take another one though. Yeah, because if they're playing things like Goldspan Dragon, we don't really have great answers for that except for Void Rend. So I'm glad it's in our hand, but I think Galazeth Prismari though, paired with the widespread thieving, is so good it's ridiculous. All right, so they're a Jeskai deck. Interesting. But if I had to guess, this is definitely that infinite Goldspan loop. This might be one of the most triggering decks I've ever played against, if I'm being honest. I really, really hate this deck. I don't think it's very fun or cool. All right, let's go with the Prismari. Good chance we lose here. If this is the deck I'm thinking about, which is the Goldspan comes down, they play a million either whatever, what's the card? Something, oh my gosh. Big score. Jeez, I don't know why my brain just shut down. So they play like a million big scores and unexpected windfalls over and over and over and over and over. But because they have the Goldspan Dragon, each time they get more treasures, it's basically essentially a free card to just sift through their deck a million times. And then they just play one of these and then they get to do basically an infinite amount of damage and create an infinite amount of treasure. It's cool. It's a nice little loophole, nice little interesting deck, but it's just very annoying. Very, very annoying. I don't like the way they just bounced my creature right there. Very annoying. Okay, what's next? Unexpected windfall. Big scores. Goldspan Dragon. You know what's crazy too is how well this deck, at least when I come across it, how well it consistently does what it needs to do. It actually does it does what it needs to do very, very well. The only things that really beat it, like, you know, are the quick get underneath it quickly and kill it type decks like mono white and stuff. So unfortunately we don't play those types of decks though. Not usually. I don't know what's taking them so long though to decide their decisions. I've got to imagine they have the Goldspan in hand. They kind of got to look through their deck pretty deep with the Reflection and Fable, as well as the Unexpected Windfall. You got to imagine they have at least one Goldspan in their hand right now. Yeah, like it's it's the no-brainer move. Like you just attack with it and then you play your big score that's in your hand, and then you go infinite. All right, here comes the infinite. Sorry if I seem salty. I'm not salty. I'm just trying to explain to you guys what's going to happen. And the fact that I can explain what's going to happen and our opponent hasn't figured it out yet themselves is kind of triggering. I feel like I probably should just concede. I feel like they've got it, right? Like there's no doubt that they've got it. And I would love to let them do it, but they are taking a very long time. Very, very long time. Okay, they play a Leer, so they didn't have another Unexpected Windfall. Interesting. They were left with the wrong color, though. I think they wanted to play Fading Hope, potentially. Oh, no, they Voltage Surge, okay. So now they have 2 mana. Now I am curious to see if they can do it. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, they might have just screwed up there. They might have screwed up there, ladies and gentlemen. Because we are going to kill their Goldspan Dragon. They are going to Fading Hope it back to their hand, but they do have to reset. Or they only have 2 cards in hand. Maybe it's smarter to kill the Leer. Because then they're going to have to use up all their treasure to recast the Leer again. Shoot, we might be in this game. I don't know. Probably not, but... Okay, that wasn't smart. That was not smart. I mean, they are dealing 8 damage, though, so I'm pretty much dead. I'm pretty much dead. I'd have a Maestro's Charm. Gets me 3 life. I am happy though. I mean, like I said, we just killed Leer, which does shut down a lot of what they're trying to do because they did use up 2 of their unexpected Windfall type cards. So it's gonna be pretty hard for them to go infinite on that loop now though. But wait, 4, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I was gonna say if they Reflection to Kiki Jiki, we might be in trouble, but that's only 10 damage. So we are still alive. I don't have to use Maestro's Charm yet. Infinite mana. I don't know why they'd throw this away early on the way they did. All right, we might have really shut down their play here. Oh man, that was good. That was good. I get the treasure after the fact. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I just got rolled. I just got Rick rolled. That's tough. That's tough. What can we get with this hideaway? Anything worthwhile. I mean, that can kill, but we're already too late in the game for that. They just make a copy go around me. That's unfortunate. I actually thought we got him there with that play, but unfortunately they had a Jawari Disruption in hand, man. That is brutal. Brutal. GG. All right. Yeah, I had a feeling we were probably going to lose that game from the jump. Like I said, we don't really deal super great with Goldspan Dragon, which is why we actually added in the Void Ren to begin with. It's for big creatures like that are hard to deal with. This hand's not a bad start. We got an insight into some removal if we need it, or even some card, you know, some digging up some cards here. Opponent plays Den of the Bugbear, so they're going to be very aggressive. Very aggressive. Is this going to be a Boros though? Either way, we're going to need to figure out how to find Shadow's Verdict. It is a Boros list. Interesting. Oh, it's Bombardment. That goes really well with our deck though. So if you don't mind, I'm going to hang on to that. That goes really good with our deck. I'm going to get the Will. Gonna get Will here. So they're a Bombardment deck, which means that Foretell is just probably going to be a Doomscar. It's Mardu? All right. I like what I'm seeing out of our opponent here. I like what I'm seeing. I don't know if I can deal with a Bombardment if they get one though. But good thing we got our own, right? Good thing we got our own. You know, normally this would stink, but I got your Bombardment, so I'm actually chilling. Keep one of those, actually. Eye twitch. That's not something you normally see with the Bombard. I need cards. Let's go here in case we draw. I mean, let's give it a go. They're tapped out, right? I mean, let's give this a shot. I can't imagine they have a great way to deal with it, but they are running potentially Vanishing Verse. And that is their best opportunity to get rid of it. Oh, that is another good way to get rid of it. Unreal. Not bad. Not bad, my friend. Not bad. They leave it for a turn. Oh, it only gets artifacts. I assumed they could get enchantments because they grabbed it, but no. Just artifacts. Let's go digging for some cards here. Needed some cards. Do we go with the Rowan here? We did draw. Did we draw a card? No, I don't think that counts as drawing a card. Yeah, it doesn't really count, I don't think. But I am going to go for the Rowan. I think the Rowan's a fine play here. We have just an eye twitch to worry about. I really thought when they grabbed that so quickly, I'm like, oh shoot, there goes the Bombardment. I haven't actually played this card in a minute, but yeah, it only hits artifacts. So I think they made a mistake grabbing that one. What's really nice too is the Bombardment is going to continuously play multicolored spells for us for free, which is then going to trigger a treasure being generated from the widespread trick or thievery. So this is going to be really crazy. This is going to get wild. I can't wait till I get my extra turns too. If I get my extra turns in this video or in this game, that's going to be so crazy. Opponent's gonna have a rough time here deciding on what to do, and I don't blame them because I mean, how do you get out of this? I stole your literal best card in your deck. Sometimes, man, sometimes this insight, it can be pretty nasty. It can be pretty brutal. Maybe it's not our day, man. Maybe we're just getting roped again. That's not roped again, but going against our last opponent into this, getting roped would be pretty. Wow, we are getting roped. That's crazy. I didn't expect that.
Teach some good moves.
All right, well, there might be a jump cut here to the end of the video, or to the end of this game. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to get you guys good gameplay footage, but opponents are just being really salty today or something. I don't know. I don't know. All right, I guess let's play this out. They're back. Oh, they're not back, but we're gonna play this out, get a treasure. Bombardment's gonna take Galvanic Iteration, sure. Oh, Galvanic goes second on the stack though. That's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, let's auto pay this. Let's get ourselves a free will. Oh, I guess the Galvanic does actually hit before the Maestro's Charm does. Oh, I guess it doesn't. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's grab that. Attack in here. I'm just attacking in. Okay, I'm confused. Because the attacks went through no problem, but our opponent didn't actually click forward, so I don't know what's going on. I believe we're still being roped though, so again, we'll be right back here after these messages. And we're back. They are not here still, so what a weird day in Magic, man. I wanted to showcase that game in particular. I wish we could have gone all the way through, because stealing their bombardment, man, that could have got really interesting, but oh well. Shoot, it's Friday. We'll play another one. If this game ends up being really long here, I will probably end up cutting the last game out then. If I end up doing that, it's because the last opponent we had, if it doesn't make the video, they roped us. It was still a pretty interesting game, but they roped us at the end, and it could have got really interesting. But I'm just only saying this in case this one goes long and that other one has to get cut. We'll see. Hopefully they can both stay in the video though. We get to go first. It is Friday. Maybe we'll make the video a little longer for you guys. All right. Mono black. Hopefully our insight can steal us the old despair. That's what we really want to see, right? Don't want to see that. It does count, you know, for the colors we need, but really looking for a despair here. If we could take their despair, we're good, because that's their best card, and it'd be nice to not get hit by it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna get hit for 3 here. No big deal. We're gonna insight again. I'm looking to Shadow's Verdict here if possible. All right, so I'm gonna take 6 here, and again, it's because I'm going to Shadow's Verdict, so not that big a deal that we get hit here. And what's nice about the Shadow's Verdict play is the fact that both of these creatures can keep coming back from the graveyard, which is super frustrating. So it'll be nice to be done with them for good. All right, see you later. I'm sure they're gonna use a Deadly Dispute, but even Deadly Dispute, they would get exiled from the graveyard, so works out pretty nicely. Opponent's only on 3 mana right now, which we love. We're about to invoke Despair on their on them, which I mean, that's got to feel pretty good. That's got to feel pretty nice. Ooh, and we get our extra turns. Now we just got to find Galvanic Iteration. Oh my gosh, we're online, baby. We are online. Don't look now, but we're doing the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are 1 mana shy of the Magma Opus. But we do have some instant speed removal if they want to get froggy with the Hive. But nope, they dropped down a tap source, so no Hive coming in this turn. All right, my turn. You shouldn't have untapped there, because untapping there is not good for you, my friend. Magma Opus is ready to go. And if you want to activate the Hive now, it's even better. All right, that's pretty good. I can't lie, that's pretty good. But you know what's crazy is it's gonna have 1 loyalty, and they're gonna create 2 spiders with 1 loyalty, or with 1 power. So this is gonna be really good. That's gonna be so good. All right, those are all gone.
Traitors, all of you.
Another Magma Opus just to rub salt in the wounds, huh? I'm gonna play out the Galazeth. I think I'm gonna be a little greedy here and just take this turn off of playing another Magma Opus. Just focus more on the Void Rend and the Charm play. because I'm really trying to build up a board presence here. So if I do the Gambit for the extra turn, it'll be worthwhile. Also, the charm will be nice to gain life in an emergency situation. Okay. Unfortunately, that dies, but I think I'm going to kill it with the Void Rend, actually. The Void Rend does hit more options like Planeswalkers and stuff, but I'm going to kill this with the Void Rend instead of the Charm because the Charm is going to gain us life. I think that's going to be pretty important. Okay, that dies. The Void Rend kills that, though. Another Void Rend is nice. Maybe we just kind of rinse repeat here. Do we have enough here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We sure do. Let's attack in here first because they're going to scoop the moment they see this. And that is going to be game. Let's go, baby. GG's. That was solid, man. Very, very solid victory right there. I think we can, this one was fast enough. I think we can keep them both in the game. So very nice. We were able to steal their Invoke Despair, their best card in their deck again. And dude, look at that, man. Siphoning Insight for the MVP slot. Let's go. That will conclude today's gameplay footage, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We are going to break this deck down now and get into the full breakdown and analysis of the deck. But before I do that, I just want to say a huge thank you and shout out to everyone who's made it this far into the video. It goes so far as the support when you stick around this long into the videos. It means the world to me, so thank you so much for that. I do really appreciate it. With that being said, though, let's talk about the list. I know you guys have been waiting for this. So the deck breakdown is a very interesting one because this is technically a 4-color deck because we added in Void Rend. If you guys didn't notice, Void Rend is an Esper card, which doesn't really play around with the GRIXIS colors, right? But the fact of the matter is we generate so many treasures. This card is almost never able to be casted. And it was really important to add this to the deck because our deck previously was running a different shell and we were getting absolutely beat down by big, gnarly creatures that our burn spells didn't exactly reach. Because we have things like Prismari Command and Maestro's Charm, which do deal damage to our opponent's creatures from the early game. And hopefully we get to a Shadow's Verdict to kind of clean up the board. Because right now, a lot of the meta is going to be really small aggro type decks with the Boros and the mono reds and the mono whites. So that typically will work in most cases, but there were some occasions where I ran into reanimator decks that drew their perfect draws and they spit out a Toxrill on turn 5. And I couldn't do anything about that. So we had to add in things like Void Rend here to take care of those big gnarly creatures that we just otherwise couldn't. The deck also obviously had Galvanic Iteration. Would have been really nice to obviously copy the extra turns. That's kind of what it was there for. But also if we get into a pinch, it can kind of copy double up on our burn spells or removal. Galvanic Iteration is just a nice little splash in the deck. Obviously Expressive Iteration, gotta have that. This thing is the best sort of value engine you can find. We've also got Siphoning Insight. This is, I mean, you guys saw probably the MVP of today's video. This thing stole a lot of our opponent's best spells today, which was really awesome. Something that I really enjoyed playing too was Will and Rowan. This is one of my favorite Planeswalker combinations out there. The fact that it makes things really, really cheap and gets us a Magma Opus a lot cheaper is extremely nice. And the fact that it's red blue, it's pretty cool. I like this card a lot. Obviously Widespread Thieving is the build around of this deck, but that's kind of the deck in a nutshell. As far as things that I enjoyed or didn't like or maybe would make some changes on, we did actually have in this deck prior to this video being recorded, we had Lear. Lear made a lot of sense to me because Lear plays really well with things like Prismari Command and Maestro's Charm because we put things into the graveyard and we we draw extra cards, which is super helpful to get back later with Lear, and also Lear being able to replay our spells to take extra turns. But a lot of the times Lear was getting blown up pretty easily. We don't run Fading Hope in this deck. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to play Lear. It was a nice card to play at the end of the game, but we had already won by those points in the game, so it was kind of pointless to run in there. So that was actually the card I ended up cutting to throw in a couple of Void Rends, which is nice. We had 2 of these, but I cut one iteration as well to throw in the Void Rend. But this could very easily be a Lear deck as well. If you guys want to also up the sauce and the jank, obviously Bombardment, you guys saw how well this card can play with our deck. It was something that I considered as well, but we already made a Bombardment deck, so I really wanted to focus more on the Widespread Thieving. But Bombardment could make this deck obviously just as, crazy. by being able to replay all of your spells over and over again. I don't know where it would fit. I really like where we have the deck as of right now and what we've got going on. But Bombardment is interesting. Also, if we wanted to, something I also considered was turning this into a 4-color deck, like straight up, not just splashing in 1 white card, but straight up making this into a 4-color deck. And if you did that and you had the white in there permanently, you can actually access multicolored spells in black and white. And you've got a lot of really cool options, man. Fracture is a card that's no joke right now because there's a lot of artifact enchantments and planeswalkers. But on top of that, you got things like Vanishing Verse that you can play, which is really, really cool. So I did consider making this into a 4-color deck, and 4-color deck would not be that hard to achieve, as you guys saw, based on the fact that we spit out so many treasures and we're able to deal that white out pretty easily. I don't know how I would change up the mana base though to make that work, to be honest, but it might honestly, if I had to make a guess, I think that would make the deck better. If you can figure out the mana base on that, I think it would make the deck a lot better. But those are really the only changes and sort of things I wanted to try out. Obviously, I wanted to also see if Alchemist Gambit could be played for its cleave cost when it comes in from the widespread thieving, because we saw how we can play the will side of this card, which is pretty interesting because cards like this that allow you to play cards for free typically only let you play the front side of the card, but this one doesn't specify that. So I would be interested to see if we could play the cleave cost on this for free. Let me know if you guys end up playing this deck and seeing if that happens, because I would be really interested to know. But aside from that, I had a lot of fun today. I thought the deck was pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Today's Friday. Happy Friday to you guys, man. You made it to the weekend. Enjoy your guys this weekend. I hope you guys have a really great weekend, and we'll see you guys back here on Monday, of course. I'm going to Dave & Buster's tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun with my son. And then we're going to get back to recording and get a lot more cool videos coming your way, guys. I got at least 2 or 3 for next week that I've already thought of and conceived that I hope will work out. But before I get out of here, as always, huge shout out goes to the Marty Mob, man. Thank you guys so much for being part of the Marty Mob. I really do appreciate your help and support here on the channel. If you guys don't know, the Marty Mob is a basically a supportive group here on the channel that decided to go with the membership program on the channel. They're doing a monthly membership to help support this channel and its growth. Also, they get a little bit of added perks and benefits to the account, but mostly they are helping out the channel a lot. So I want to say a huge thank you and shout out to them at the end of every video to let them know I appreciate them so much. And if you guys want to learn more about the Marty Mob, it's the little join button down below next to the subscribe button. If you don't see that, there's a link in the description. But that'll do it, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy your weekend, and yeah, enjoy the deck. Peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.